Hello, madam. Wonderful job today. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about joy to the world. The idea of which we have 5 fingers, 2 thumbs pretty much, 8 fingers, which make up a total of 10 of these suckers. What we have is a C, D, E, F, G. Now you know that when we go outside of the G note, it's an extension, which means I can do C to A, C to B, C to C, but normally when we're playing scales, we'll go underneath like we practice, C, D, E, then underneath. And then when we come back down, we go over with that same finger. Well, the one thing that you've got down really well is triads. So when you play a triad in the key of C, it's right here. That's C major. The 1 is happy, C major. The 2 is D minor, which is kind of melancholy. The 3 is E minor, which is also a little melancholy, kind of sad. But then it resolves to F, which is super happy. And then F goes to G, which we're working on today. G major goes to A minor, which is also a minor, right? Kind of melancholy. But F major, G major, A minor, and then our special, the 7th of every chord is going to be a diminished, in the major at least, and that's going to be B diminished, B, D, F, and then that resolves to your C major. So what I'd like you to do this week is to have fun in the key of G, because we're going to be working on Joy to the World. With this song, we would have G major, joy to the world, the Lord has come. So what I did was I was playing just 3 notes, a triad. However, if I get rid of my 3rd note for the triad, I'm still left with a G and a B. Well, when I play G and a B together, I get the beginning of this. Joy to the world, the Lord. And then when we move our finger down to an A, and we can't play the F, but we can scoot this up and then play an F sharp and an A. So we would have joy to the world, the Lord has come. Blah, blah, blah. So the takeaway is being able to play a G on your left hand, or octaves if your fingers can reach them, or fifths, or all 5 notes, possibly. But we would have G major, and since your thumb is on the D, instead of taking your G major, whatever way you like to play it, with your 1, 3, 5, or your 1, 2, 4, instead of going all the way down here and then making our 1 and our 5 and our major 3rd for a D major, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. In the key of D, we need the 2 sharps. Sorry. D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G minor, what is that? G major, A major, B minor, C sharp diminished, and D. So when we're playing our D major, rather than going from a G major all the way over here to a D, what we would do is we play the D major with these 2 notes, the aforementioned 2 notes from this movement, and we put that D note all the way up top. It just so happens that the D note that you're playing in your G major chord, G, A, B, C, D, G, B, D, 1, 3, 5, that same D note, if it hangs out while you move this and this, it makes that D major for you. So what we have is joy to the world, the Lord has come. And when we move through these structures, we're quite literally playing the first set of notes as a G major, joy to the world, the Lord has come. And you already know your C major chord, so you can do one of 2 things. This is a C major, but since your hand was already right here for the G, 2, 3, 4, G, D, G, you can actually take your finger and go up and play the same note you had here from this, and then move these 2 up, because it would give you this note down here means it's a C major in the second inversion, because here's the first inversion, here's a C major, here's a C major first inversion, and here's a C major in the second inversion. So what we would have would be a droning G note. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive their King. We end in G. Without the left hand, we would have G, 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 D, G. C, D, back to G. So when we play that slower, we've got a G major triad, G major triad, G major triad, D major second inversion, G major triad, C major second inversion, D major second inversion, to G major, no inversion. The reason why we do G, 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 D, G, C, D, G. It turns out that our hand is already where it needs to be. There's no moving around. G, 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 D, G, C, D, G. So with both hands really slow, G, 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 D, G, to C, back to D, then to G. I hope that's fun. The melody of this, in case you want to see it, is G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. B, C, C, D, D, G. So we would have something along the line of joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive his prayer. Let every heart remain in room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. And all those chords, as you can see, kind of stay right around themselves. The alternative to what we just went over, G major, D major in a second inversion, G major, and then C major, would be going joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive his prayer. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lot of moving all over the fretboard. Today's takeaway, if C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C make up C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, then in the key of G, G major, A minor, B minor has to have that F sharp here, right? And then we're going to have a C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminish, and then that's going to resolve to a G. We'll talk more about that F sharp diminish, which is also a triad. It just has a 1 flat 3 and a flat 5, and then resolves to the major. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, E minor, E minor, F sharp diminish, F sharp, F sharp diminish, and then A. Great job today. I really wish you would have sang a little bit for me today. This next week, we're gonna practice singing a little bit from our chest, okay? And it's gonna be lots of fun. I really enjoyed seeing you. I cannot wait to see you next week. Aloha.